Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question tonight. What has Carly's pride and emotion has gotten her over the years? I feel like that's kind of a typo. I'm gonna have to pretty much fix that. What has it gotten over the years? What has it really gotten her over the years? Now, we could sit there and probably go back into when she first came on this show, but just recently, besides the fact that she was in jail because she couldn't be bothered to let Sonny help her out because, her pride and everything. But she lost the hotel. She almost served jail time. Drew is serving jail time because of her. And this is all because of her emotions and her pride. If she would have sat there and stepped back and listened to Michael and Drew and not invest, that would have saved a lot of people a lot of time and, not going to jail for 3 years. Carly knew best. Carly sat there and actually, really lashed out at Jocelyn for not answering the phone. I'm like, why the hell should she actually have to wake up at night to sit there and take you out of jail? What, what is wrong with you? Well, let me know in the comment section. What's good, Melanie? Thank you for joining, Melly Mel. Blackmon's in the chat. What's good, Blackmon? Hope you are doing what? And you know what? I watched it as well, Mel. I watched tomorrow's episode of YNR as well. So I saw it. I enjoyed it. I felt bad for Victor. I know people was like, "Oh, Victor's the devil, and he's this and he's that, and he is sin incarnate." Lashanta's in the chat was good. Queen of the South is in the chat. I'm doing pretty well. How you doing tonight? And Freddie's in the chat was good. Freddie. Yes. I felt bad for Victor. I did. It's one of those things where it's like, here's the thing, because I don't really know much about the show. I haven't watched it as long as everyone else. Watching these conversations with Victor and Adam, it's exhausting. It's really exhausting. And, you know, I don't know all the stuff that Lashanta says. I know the boss was, oh, you thought the boss was a woman. You know the boss was a woman, or you thought the boss was a woman? Of course, I gotta sit there and ask how the queen is doing. Last days in the chat was good, my friend. Thank you for joining. Last day, did you watch B&B? What did you thought of it? What did you thought of B&B? Black man sound good and tired. Finally moved, so resting, enjoying you and your chat. Well, I'm glad that you're actually enjoying the chat. You're here with us, and I'm glad you finally was able to move and resting and stuff like that. I can only imagine what that was like. So. Mason said she. Yeah, today, made it very clear that the boss is a man. Freddie says, I know your birthday is next Tuesday, so he has no. Thank you. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. I forgot. I think I actually start my vacation next week. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I actually start my vacation next week. Yeah, I made sure I plot that out. From Sunday to Sunday, and I will not be back there until Monday morning. So listen, when I had those 3 days, I felt like it was the best 3 days. Um, for a lot of other reasons, not just because I had it off, but because I had it off is one thing, and then something else happened, and that was something else. But yes, those 3 days was amazing. Mel said breaks my heart with Adam Victor, but Adam was right that Victor got his fortune. That's true. That's true. But it's one of those things where it's like he gives him a company and he finds a way to sit there and F it up. Like, I don't know about you, but if I get like $1 billion company, I'm not gonna screw that up and I'm not gonna be sitting there constantly arguing and going back and forth and stuff. I just like I said, I felt bad for him. I just have to say I hope Nina doesn't mess up The trap Sunny said. Oh, she definitely is. She definitely is. She definitely is. Latte says, I'm good, Albert. Yes, I saw parts of B&B. I find it kind of weird that Ridge is basically wanting Liam to attack. Then Ridge is talking gaslighting, is taking gasoline on a fire, turning it into an inferno. Yeah, that's true. He also has no right to sit there and judge anyone. Listen, this whole Steffi thing, when Finn was pouring out his heart, he's like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, I want you back. Can you please come back? 20 something minutes, and this chick just said no. Bro, maybe you should sit there and just leave her at this point. Freddie said yesterday was Sunny's 30th anniversary on the show. I've been in the hospital. Oh, wow. Okay. I got to sit there and maybe think about that. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you for letting me know. Ronnie, the party can't start without you. Albert, you were right about Born the Beautiful. So stupid. How can Stephanie leave her own home? Yep. And move in with Eric. If Sheila was to come over there, there's nothing they could do to stop her. I mean, there's nothing that Eric can do to stop her. I'm pretty sure about 4 or 5 bodyguards would be able to sit there and stop Sheila. She's not some sort of assassin. See, this is my issue with B&B. The guards won't be enough. She'll find a way to get past the guards. But then why hire guards then? Because that just seems like a waste of money. It literally just seems like a waste of money. Nell says I love Adam, but he's going to find out a way to turn the tables. And Audra, well, listen. Kyle actually made that possible. She threw herself on the sword. I didn't see that coming. Last day Sabbath. That's what I'm saying. It is difficult for Finn. With stuff you just dump her. Can I get 3 more for 2K? It's not that hard. On Gamer, what are you talking about? Lashanta said just because Finn said the words, his actions don't match. Yeah, but it's a start though. It's a start. I get, what I'm saying? Like, I get it. He gets it. At the very least, you could have sat there and considered it, I'm sitting there talking for about 20, 30 something minutes, and you're just sitting there giving those expressions on her face. And I'm like, I don't know. And the whole thing is, I don't really have a good level of patience and tolerance and stuff like that with people. I sit there and I pour my heart to you for like 30 something minutes, and you just give me a bunch of dumb expressions on your face. And yes, I do get it. It doesn't look good for Finn. This is why I was kind of siding with Liam. And I'm like, now the party started. What's good, Denise? Nathaniel said, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, in spite of Quake. Definitely, definitely playing them a little more different, less aggressive. This is what I said in my review. What's good, Denise? What's good, Darby? What's good, Laura B? Definitely, I do feel like Mason's character has been toned down a little bit when it comes towards Austin. I mean, it was never where it's like he was going to straight up kill him, but I've noticed a shift. That's right. Let's everyone say what's up, Nathaniel, aka Mr. Inconvenience. Jackie P's in the chat. What's good, Jackie P? Freddie says, hey, cuz Carly got you good in the back of your head. And Janetta is in the chat. What's good? Trashy, and she looked good. And honestly, tell you, it's not even. It's the thing. It's not even an affair anymore, because Summer knows. You can't call an affair when the wife actually knows. I mean, granted, that's still terrible, but see what James actually got me started on now. This is James got me started on this. I should have probably just bought the bigger size. I'll do that maybe sometime this week. But yeah, I do feel like Nina is going. I do feel like somebody's going to screw up this whole trap because it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true, and I feel like you. I mean, granted, it would definitely move the storyline along faster if Betty did find that flash drive. I don't know. Also, by the way, Josh is still an idiot. Josh is still an idiot. So there's that. Josh is an idiot. I am glad that they're not just. I mean, granted, yeah, they're doing Victor's death and everything like that, which is going to be a ball of emotions that I'm not looking forward to. But they are mixing it up with other stories, which is really good. Back with Shin again after his stupid sister, which is just like. Earl says it's not going to be over with Adam going after Newman Media, and I will be cheering for Adam when he gets it. And Rihanna's in the chat. What's good, Ariana? Ariana? Kyrie's is in the chat. Yes, Josh is indeed an idiot. Yes, she is. And Rihanna. Almost spilled this on myself. Denise, do you think Carly is having some lingering feelings over Sunny? I feel like it. Lord B says, Nathan, why the change from female boss to male boss? But you know, my whole thing, I don't, here's the thing, I don't remember him actually saying that the boss was a woman. I don't remember him saying was it a woman or a man. Freddie said, I was when Sonny asked Carly, how was your night in jail? Because you had someone right there. All he had to do was sign the papers. Exactly. Her dumb ass did not do that. Exactly. The amazing, gorgeous Queen Janet is in the chat. Was good, Janet? Yes, yeah, it was really good. It was really good. And thank you for joining, Janet. Ariana says, good, good. Josh is extra, extra thick. Yeah, she's then she was all like, then she was all like, well, I don't like it. After Carly had to sit and explain why Sonny needs to be empowered, she just stood there like, but you're not married to him, so why does it matter? I'm like, girl, I'm like, you can't be this dumb. Clearly she can, and she's supposed to be a med. She's gonna be in pre med. So Orby said he says she or Lady Boss more than once Albert. Might have been drunk. I don't remember that. Um, could be right. Lassie said Josh today was so annoying, Carly. I mean, Josh has everything handed to her life, and cries about Sunny's action. Josh wasn't against Sunny when she was trying to pretend to care about Mike. Well, she never pretended to care about Mike. She genuinely did care about Mike. Um, Eagle Fang, what's up? I have a question for you and the chat. When you see Carly and Josh talking to you, your mother and daughter, or two girlfriends having a chat, the registry wrote the gender of Austin's boss. Okay, all right. I might actually. You know what funny? You know what funny? Eagle Fang. You said this. Lorby said this, and I think somebody else in the chat also said that as well. Joshua's in the chat. Was good, Joshua? How have you been, my friend? I know the person that is going to find about Sloan by Eric. Uh, oh, okay. Day before my birthday. And Joshua's in the chat. Was good, my friend. And yes, thank you, Joshua. Thank you. No, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, we gotta do a collab at some point. Me and you gotta do a collab, my friend. We do. It was a good night. It was a good night. Freddie says, "Are we sure Jocelyn is Carly's daughter? Because she sure was acting so dumb." Found it exactly. I'm. I'm not just saying she needs to know the inner workings of the mob, but I'm just like, come on, bro. You can't like, come on. Darby says, "Well, I don't like how Carly is putting so much pressure on her kids to protect Sonny when it's Sonny's responsibility to protect his family from his life of crime." Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that. Phoenix made a video on someone commented and made him mad, but he understood it. What was he mad about, Ron? What was he mad about, Ron? Double C. What's good, Double C? Double C said Jocelyn is an airhead. I've been telling you this. Oh, I know. And she treated Cam like a damn toilet seat. So she treated Cam like a toilet seat. And then after she hears all of that, all she sits there and says is, "Well, I don't like it." Okay, sweetheart, welcome to the real world. There's a lot of things that you're not gonna like. Get over it, Barbie. Uh Glassy says, "I'm just saying Jocelyn shows how fake she is with Sunny. I'm pretty sure Mike will be on Sunny. I'm pretty sure Mike will be on Sunny's side, I guess. It's just his grandchildren should been with Mike only, not Carly. Daughter Josh is horrible." Yes, yes, you actually have. Ariana, 7 months. That is amazing. I I appreciate you so much, um, Ariana. I appreciate you so much. Freddie says Jocelyn knows the history of Sonny, the kingpin mob boss. Yeah, because my whole thing is like she knows. Last they said Josh cheated on Cam and like she did nothing wrong. Yes, and but the sad thing is though, last day is that there are people in the chat that will sit there and be like what she did wasn't that big of a deal. Like that's what blows me. That's what blows me. Um, People sit there and like, so she cheated. That's how it is. That's life. And it's like, okay, that's also pretty cold hearted too. I mean, would you want somebody to treat you like a damn toilet seat? Come on. Darby said Josh is not made for this life of crime. She is dangerously naive. She is. Yes, she is. Thank you, Ariana. Thank you, Ariana. No, we appreciate each other. We do. And I feel like I've gotten so much out of this, and not it's just the friendships and people that I've um gotten to know. Ron said the person was saying for the Phoenix that he hates Young and the Restless, and it's hard to listen. It's hard to listen to him to his reviews. Oh, okay. Mel says I was someone that's going to find out the secret that Rachel's keeping. I know who it is. That should be interesting. Andreas, how you doing today? Double C said Josh should know cheating is a choice, not a mistake. It's that. That yes, Double C. Yes. And thank you, Black Mon. Yes, hit the like button. We got 28 people in the chat. I don't know how many likes we have so far, but if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Really does help. We get new people in all the time because of that. Harry says, exactly, Josh got screens, scenes with Mike that should have been given to Christina. You know, the problem with that is that unfortunately the actress wasn't available. So, but to be fair, but to be fair, um, I did appreciate the scenes that Jocelyn had with Mike. But like I said, it's the fact that she used to do like a damn toilet seat. And then you have people in the chat that's like, well, so what? It happens. That's life. It's a soap opera. And it's like, there's no soul in any of this. And the fact that you're sitting there saying so, like it's just not a big deal, it's like, okay, cool. So let's might cheat on you and then see how you feel. And see if when somebody sits there and say so, let's see how you react to that. Darby says both Sonny and Carly spent years trying to protect, shelter their children from having any dealings with the business. So what's the difference now? Thank you, Ariana. Thank you, Ariana. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I sat there when I saw Sally knocking on the door at Adam's apartment. The first thing I was going to say is, "The hell are you doing here? Why are you here for?" And she's being all like extra nice and everything like that. I'm like, bro, you can go take your niceness and all the other stuff like that, and why don't you wait at the hotel for Nick? Like, what are you doing here? Kerry says, we were the only ones that felt that way. It was out of place. I remember when Brock TV said that as well should have been Christina, when Mike told her, you're just as much as my granddaughter as the others. Hmm. Freddie says, I said it before and I'll say it again. I think it's Alex that wants. Yep. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. Trevor says, how do you know that Josh didn't have a relationship with Mike in a grandfather way since Jack's father is long dead? Yeah, that's what I was meant to say. It's like, my whole thing is I sit there and I look at it, was like, there's enough room for love for both Christina and Josh, you know? Freddie says something about Valentine is shady. Well, I mean, it's Valentine. Right Quick says, I love how yesterday the boss was a woman and now. Yes, Mel the Horror Queen. Yes. You know, it's funny. A lot of people sat there and said that tonight. Yeah, maybe I was the only one that didn't hear that part though. Leslie says I didn't appreciate them. My mom was mad about because I was so hateful to Josh, being like she's not his real granddaughter. Did Dante even get a scene with Mike before? I don't even remember. It was so long ago. Carrie says that was never true, and clearly Jocelyn never appreciated Sunny, thus never appreciated Mike. Sunny treats her way too well. He needs to treat her like crap. Damn. Heck, they should have had Spencer have that scene. Eric Kyrus, you're not gonna be happy with me. I'm just gonna sit there and say right now, you're not gonna be happy with me, Kyrus. I figure we should just get this out the way right now. Ron says, "About how will everyone, especially Brooke, offend Christ?" I don't know. The grown adults. Why do they care if Deacon is Smith there knocking Bruce or Sheila? How they react is not important to a grown ass adults. But yeah, okay. So tomorrow's episode, I wound up watching. I felt bad for Victor. Oh, he's fine. You know me, Spike Quick. I just kind of roll with it at this point. And you the first lady, the goddess Jess is in the chat, and Vinny. What's good, Vinny? Vinny's new because I've never seen Vinny before. So let's everyone say what's up to Vinny. So yes, I saw yesterday's Y&R. I mean, yeah, I saw tomorrow's episode of Why Not. I felt bad for Victor. I felt bad for Victor. I don't know all the ins and outs and everything like that Victor has done to Adam, right? But I just felt like in that scene, it was like, even, when Nikki, who I don't like, was like, I get it. You want him to sit there and love you and to call you dad, and it's not like you don't deserve it, but he's just never gonna acknowledge that. And I felt for him. Jess is in the chat. We're talking about well, we're just not there talking about Jocelyn. Jocelyn and Carly. Carly and her stupid pride. But we're mostly talking about Jocelyn as well. So it might actually be a good thing that you came in here a little bit late. However, will you be happy if they put Talia and Jerry together? Yeah, I don't care. I mean, those are two characters that I really don't care about. So I guess if you put those two together, they'll cancel each other out, which is fine. Like Quick says, Albert, it might be Jack. Yo, Like Quick, let Jerry Jacks come back. Jerry Jacks come back. It'll give me those feelings of the Bob Boozer days. Nikki and those stuck on nasty. Jesus Christ. I mean, I get that, but like I said, I felt bad for Victor in that scene. I did. I felt bad for him. He tries so much with Adam, and every time it's like he gets kicked in the teeth. Krista's in the chat. Justin, just said Carla was mad at her for having her phone off. Girl, you call her in the middle. Exactly. Exactly. I said the same thing. I was like, bro, Sonny was right there, and your dumbass didn't sit there and have him sign the papers. I'm so sorry you had to sit there and spend the night in jail. Why? She chose that. She could have been out of jail. And also, okay, so now you had Olivia with her smart mouth. So that the reason why it actually escalated was because of Olivia, right? I'm like, Olivia, your son's a cop. You would think that you would actually have a little bit more patience and understanding towards the cops in general, but you didn't. And you wind up getting all three of them arrested because of that. Just as even if she didn't want to call Sonny, at least call an Uber. Well, no, but she needed to call somebody to get her out of jail. She called Michael. Harry says, no, he does not try so much. He screws Adam over every chance he gets. He dangles a carrot. Then he rips it away to Victoria, who treats Adam like crap and acts like Adam is ungrateful. Ariana says Carly's too stubborn to leave that jail. Exactly. And what's good, Makai? Exactly. So it's like, you know what? Have fun in jail. She wants to stay in jail because of her pride. I'm like, okay, sweetheart. Enjoy jail. LaShanta says, why did the bar call the cops? He gave her the bottom. Hmm. Just what do you mean Dante sought her out? She was free to leave. No, it wasn't that. It was when Carly was explaining the story today. She was like, the way she made it seem, she was like, it was Olivia that started acting up towards the cops. Olivia was acting up, not, like the reason why they got hauled down to jail. I know it had a lot, she was meant to say it had a lot to do with Olivia and her attitude. It had a lot to do with Olivia and her attitude. Um, and it was just kind of odd when she said that because I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Like Olivia, your son is a cop. Why would you be acting extra? Lastly, says Carly is too stubborn or too stupid to take Sonny's help. So let me call my idiot daughter instead. Oh, damn. Who didn't bother to answer the phone? Who didn't bother to answer the phone because she was probably too busy knocking boots or sleeping like she should. Now, Krista says, I love to see what Carly did when she did. But I think the real reason is she's still in love with Sonny and she's afraid of falling for him again. Bobby said Dante saw Olivia out. Seneca assigned her out, but she said no, exactly. So it was like, all right, cool. Her dumbass decided to spend the night in jail. Um, Freddie said Carly, the dumb Diddy. I guess Tom would tell on that one, Ron. Prashanta says Adam can never win. Now Vicky was going to merge the companies, but when Adam said it is, no, Victor picked and choose. Just said no. Dante said he was signed for everyone. She said no to the ride. Oh, okay. Well, then that was just that was just dumb. Then that was just dumb. Bobby says I get the pride, but what about Donna, who was taking care of her exactly? But see, that's the thing. I don't even get the pride part because it's like, so you gonna have your pride? You gonna sit there and stay in jail? That makes sense. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just dumb. Curry says so. If Victor would finally call out Victoria on her BS instead of listening to his nasty wife and continues to coddle her, then they throw Adam under the bus every chance they get. Noah says Albert Sarah is coming back to Salem next week. Oh, okay. 21st, yeah. 22nd is my birthday. Darby says, I never thought I'd say this, but stop putting Carly growing up problems onto a college student, just putting her feet into the world. Gloria's in the chat was good, Gloria. Krista said it wasn't Donna, was Sunny. um, just that people tried to tell me because Josh was grown, then she has to go pick up her mom. Like, no, that's inconsiderate. As yeah, I said the same thing. It was also just stupid. And then she sat there and she started lecturing her. I was like, "Sis, no, you can." Mm-mm. Let's say says, "Well, Albert, Hope was not on today on B&B. Hope and Josh are basically in a race against each other for which character annoys me annoys me more." Lashanta says Liz nosy and talks too much. Freddie says Dex better be careful this time because that fool was sloppy as I said the exact same thing. I was like, bro, Sonny's giving you another chance to correct the mistake that you made the first time. Don't get caught. That's all you have to do is to not get caught. I mean, I get that, but I'm like, it's 12 o'clock at night. It's time to turn off the phone. Plus, where Carly is completely dumb. I wouldn't sit there and say, I would sit there and say in this instant, yes. Oh, I fast forward through that scene, man. I fast forward through the vows, through all that. I didn't get it. Shanta says Brady is kin to Victor. Yeah, Brady and Danner are cousins. But I'm not gonna lie, that whole like when it comes to days as far as like people being related, it's kind of insane. It really is. Christ. Fly Quick says nothing about Carly is smart except for her helping Sonny. Vinny says sometimes I think these soap writers are writing my life story. In what way? If you don't mind sharing. Okay, so we got 16 likes. Yep, and I said the same things, by the way. And you know me, I'm a Carly fan, but I gotta call out BS. No, says I love that Tucker says shut. I'm not gonna lie, he was whining a lot. Tucker was whining like there was no tomorrow. And look who it is. Man of the hour. DC. DC Soap Sanctuaries in the chat. How are you doing, my friend? How was your first day? How was your first day, DC? Um, no purpose, honestly. They still didn't give him a purpose. He doesn't have a purpose. He's just there to be an extra at this point. Just says, I'm enjoying Betty, Mason, and their dynamic. Me too. But you know me. You know me, Kyrie's. Whenever Betty's on the scene, I'm just in awe at that point. As soon as I saw Betty, I was like, I was happy. He's not wrong, that Tanner. Does hold a candle. Eh. Brady's also an idiot too, so I'm not a huge fan of Brady. Yep, you know me. You know me. Love me some Betty. Last day says RJ is just there to be there to say stuff and do nothing. Exactly. Exactly, last day. DC says honestly I felt very weird today. I don't know if it's because I'm not used to being around people and group settings in long times or just feel slightly down today, honestly. About the first day or just something entirely separate? Gary says I'll be happy when Betty dies on screen. I'm gonna laugh. Spikequake says Betty is hot. I'm gonna be honest. See, there we go. Honesty is the best policy to some extent, except for when it's not. But in this case, with her, it is. Freddie says Carly calls herself independent, but then you call your daughter in the middle of the night, morning. For all we know, she could have been. Yeah, exactly. I said the same thing. But she's always been independent. Coretta, Coretta. What? Jesus Christ, Coretta. Coretta says I gotta understand. Carly wanted to be independent. Everyone claims she is always dependent on a man, and I agree with that too, to some extent. Carrie says if Betty has a grave, okay. Penny says my ex-wife took my kids and won't let me see them. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Damn. Yeah, that definitely will qualify as a IRL soap opera. Bobby says 20 years ago Carly wouldn't give Ned the time of day, but years later she's helping her friend Olivia go get him from dive bar. Carly has a friend now that isn't Sunny or Jason. She's changed. Honestly, it's Carly's fault that Sunny with Nina right now, really. How? Yeah, I was gonna sit there and say, I said the same thing. Just I was like, how? How is it Carly's fault that Sunny's with Nina? I really wanna hear this one. And I'm yeah, no, I'm sorry to hear that, Benny. Come on, Spider Quick. Do not keep me in suspense. The shot that says who is Brady's mom. I think she died, right? Something about like I don't remember how she died, but I know she died. Yeah, no, Benny. Wow. Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that one. Um, yeah, I really want to know how is it Carly's fault that Nina is with that Sonny's with Nina? This is gonna be one hell of a reveal. Harry says also before you attempt to piss me off about Victor and Betty, I was gonna remind you Ned adopted Leo, so he is his dad, not his stepdad. Hmm. No, I get that. I get that. And no, and technically I didn't piss you off. What I did was I warned you that you might be not happy. But I get that. It's you know what it is? It's the way that Olivia has went about it. Even when Julian was alive, there's something that just inherently bothered me. That when Olivia's like, oh well, Ned is his real dad. Um, the hell he's not. Darby says Victor, Isabel, John called his wife Izzy. Oh, and that would explain why calls him Uncle Victor. Yeah. So Quick says she pushed Sonny away because Sonny said in court, I didn't feel kidnapped, and he admitted he had feelings for Nina, but instead of working things out, she pushed him away and couldn't even be in the same room. Then when she finally has some sense, it's too late. Oh, okay, Benny. Okay, well, thank you. I wasn't too sure. Jakaris, what's good, Jakaris? So, like, you do realize that I blame Carly. I feel like that's so convoluted. Sorry. Um, instead of working things out, she pushed him away. And yeah, I was about to say Jess. Yes, exactly. Jess says so. She was supposed to stay by his side after he admitted he had feelings for Nina. How does that make sense? I'm so glad you said that because I sat there and I was like, Gemini. Gemini says, and Nathaniel Gray is back. When Olivia got pregnant by Julian, she realized that she was doing the same thing as she did with Sunny and wanted to keep Leo safe. That's not Sunny's fault. He had no memory. I I get that, but at some point, wow, that's that is so. I The girl says I'm planning on doing a throwback review on Jace this week. Okay, that's what's up. And thank you, Doctor. Yes, hit that like button. Hit the like button. It really does actually help. Just say okay, but she's supposed to stay by his side after that. Exactly. Like what person in their right mind is going to do that? Spidey Quick says yes. Okay. At least Sonny was honest. I mean, yeah, but that doesn't give you points, though. I mean, yeah, that's great that you're honest, but also let's just at the end of the day, Sonny chose. Here's the thing. Sonny chose to just say you're staying with your girl after she says she has feeling for another man. Yeah, I want to hear that one. I want to hear that one. Miss Key said now we know the boss of Mason at is a man. Yeah. But apparently somebody said it was a woman, or people were saying it was a woman. Jagar said I'll be doing a throwback on when Sonny dragged Claudia. Oh, okay, all right. That's what's up. I got something. I gotta check that out. When you do it. Gemini said Carly got super jealous over Nina because she wanted Sonny to remember her only. Yeah, I'm not. Here's the thing. Yes, I'm not saying that she handled it the best, but yeah. Also, I'm kind of waiting for Spike Quake's answer on what Jess said, because yeah. Also, Sonny cheated. Sonny. Here's the thing. Sonny kept pushing, right? Sonny kept pushing, and when he didn't get what he wanted, he hopped right in bed with Nina right afterwards. Just said Carly may be a lot of things, but what happened with Nina was not her fault. Yeah, I agree with that. Gemini says, and let's be honest, after all these years, Carly finally got Jason. Freddie says it would be messy. Olivia falling for a main, the same man who is really not Quartermain, another Nixon 4 2.0, but at least it's Olivia's husband and not some home wrecker like Nina. Just as if we can blame Josh for cheating, then give the same energy to Sonny. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with that because that was some foulness. Carrie says Carly was throwing herself at Jason. Sonny felt some way about that. Duan's in the chat. What's good, Duan? Jakar says, what other cancel soaps on should I also review on? How about One Like to Live? Have a good night, Krista. Thank you for joining. How about One Like to Live? Quick says, no, Jess. If my girl had no memory and got her memories back and said she had feelings for another guy, I'll try and work things out if the girl is too. Wow, you got way more strength than I do. Just said when I don't know about that kind of thinking, I never heard that. Yeah, that's I'm just as baffled. Oh my. Miss Key said Carly was procrastinating and Lisa putting out there that Sonny was alone. Jumped to it, Nina. Lisa said maybe it's just the anxiety I'm feeling, and yes, it's going the first day. And funny enough, we didn't do anything. I don't even know where this pressure and feel is coming from. It wouldn't be the girl's fault though. You can't get mad at someone for losing a memory. Hmm. Yeah, but at the end of the day, again, Sonny literally decided to jump in bed with Nina because Carly didn't sit there. Because he snapped his fingers and Carly didn't sit there and run towards him. He decided to be in bed with Nina because your daughter said that she wasn't coming. Like, come on, seriously? Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that, Spider Quake. Carrie says you would dump your girl because she had no memories, loss, and feelings for someone, but trying her best to rekindle her spark with you. I don't. Here's the thing. I don't feel like I would dump her, but we would definitely be separated. We would definitely be separated. I would not be simply trying to. No. Just says Carly asked for space, and he jumped in the bed with another woman. Y'all not serious. Yeah, that was out of pocket. That was out of pocket. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's okay to cheat. No, but that was out of pocket though. When it's DC says just like Darby says both Sonny and Carly were serial cheaters from way back. What made either of them think they could change forever from that sort of behavior? It's just like how Sonny was patient when Will didn't remember who he was. Oh, when Carly, I'm assuming. Harry says Sonny tried to ignore and push his feelings for Nina away. Now, Gemini says, no, last day says, Jess, so that's wrong, but Josh can cheat on Cam and you still like her. Now, last day says, Jess, so that's wrong, but Josh can cheat on Cam and you still like her. Use that man like a damn toilet seat. Um, last time I checked, it was. They He might actually got it pulled back up. Jim Jim as Jim. I'm gonna call you Jim. Gemini says Carly, Pride, and Emotion got AG killed. Nell killed Bobby and Tony marriage to end. Jason to end all his relationship because she used to call him all the time. I agree with all that, except for now. Except for now. Just said Josh cheating on Cam was wrong, but I still like her. DT says now why did it have to be a toilet seat? You know damn well it had to be a toilet seat. Just so because Sonny tried to ignore his feelings for Nina, then that's okay. But yes, Jim, and I agree with everything except for the whole no thing. Harry says I'm still pissed off that Cameron forgave her. Yeah, I was that was for me, that was out of pocket as well. I will sit there and say that. Last day said cheating is wrong no matter who does it. I don't even like him. Freddie said Carly clearly asked Sonny for space, but he refused. But then he had the nerve to tell Carly it's gonna take time after he got caught in bed with Nina. Have a good night, Jakars, and there won't be no reviews tonight. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing it whenever you have one up. Harry says Cameron is a whip and waste of space. I didn't like that. Mr. Bear says hello everyone. B&B was showing to me flashback for a 30-minute show. Must be. Well, they got so-called FICO writers. So lastly, said Cam was Josh rebound after Oscar died, which is wrong. And then she cheated and dumped at once. Doesn't stop me from liking Josh. Use that man like a damn toilet seat. Mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. Lastly says, so why don't you like Sunny? Yes, what's good, Mr. Bear? It is, honestly, tell you, the truth, it's good to be seeing you in these chats again. Just says DC, even if you commit a crime and you have, for example, DID, you're still responsible. He cheated. He is still wrong for that. Just says, I never said I like Sunny. Vinny said, what's your favorite soap opera? General Hospital. General Hospital. Although I will sit there and say that sometimes Days of Our Lives will have better episodes every now and then. Mel says Albert, the honeymoon in Iceland is going to be trouble in paradise with Dimitri and Gwen once Leo. Yeah, that whole thing is was just a mess. Gemini says I added Nell because she and Nell was raised by the same dad, and when she found out who Nell really was, she should have showed the same grace that everyone showed her after she messed up. Now Lashanta says, I read this to Lashanta. I think Nina took advantage of Sonny's amnesia. He was off his meds and drinking excessively. Well, to be fair, Nina did actually get him to slow down on the drinking though. He says, I really hate Josh's voice. Can someone let Esme or heck even Eva Betty borrow now scissors? Hey, well. Kirby says I didn't like the way Sally went. I didn't like the way that Sally went through Adam's thing so easily. Asked for permission. Adam tells this trick to go home to the man she picked. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either. I mean, granted, I wasn't a fan of her just being there in general. Just as also Carly didn't give up right away. She said she needed space. Then he slept with another woman. How is she even in the wrong? Yeah, that's exactly what Smith is saying. I said the same thing, Jess. That's what I was like. Where is Spider-Quake coming from when he's talking about I blame I blame Carly for that? Like at the end of the day, Carly is literally the victim in this whole situation. In a lot of ways. Yeah, Sonny didn't remember who he was. He had feelings for Nina. You may not want to be around that person during that time, but you want your space. So he pretty much hops onto another woman, and we're gonna blame Carly for that. But I get it to some extent though. Like Spider Quick is young. So I can give him a certain level. Into believing I'm someone else and I cheat. As a result, I'm responsible now because that technically DC says so if someone hypnotized me. Freddie says, I'm so sick of Austin. He's a useless character. Kill him the only time he was entertaining when he was going to war with Brooklyn about him being a quartermain. Mel says, I was happy when Tracy took up Ashley. I was annoyed with that scene. I was so annoyed with that scene. I was like, can somebody just sit there and just put something like can somebody just put a gag in Tracy's mouth? Because Jack literally all Jack did was give her asses back, her money and stuff like that for the company. Duane says Steffi, Forrester, and Adam Newman should hook up. Like Quick said, just what if you lost your memory and have feelings for someone else? You had a husband and kids. I'm, I still find it kind of hard for you to. I mean, at the end of the day, you're a lot younger, so I get it to some extent. I mean, for me personally, I feel like it's kind of out of pocket for Carly to blame Sonny for being with Nina. It's not Carly's fault that that Sonny's with Nina. It's Sonny's fault that Nina's with Nina. Gemini says Adam should put her out and ask her for space. Yeah, like I said, it was out of pocket. And it was just weird. It's like, what are you doing coming to this man's house? You literally sat there and treated this man like garbage for a hot minute. And then you come over with some sort of gift or something? Carrie says Carly had no reason to be in her feelings like that towards Sonny just because he didn't tell her he had feelings for Nina. He spent weeks begging her for forgiveness before he did anything wrong. But he's still. I mean, I understand that, but at the end of the day, he still did screw up, though. You know, I mean, literally. Lastly says, why is she blaming Sonny? Jamila says when Nick comes back into town, Sally will go back to treating Adam like crap again. Big Samuel's in the chat. What's good, Samuel? Samuel says I'm so over GH. I'm literally a week behind and I don't care to catch up. What have you been watching this week? You been watching any of your soaps, Samuel? Let's say what's up to Samuel. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Some of it was so long ago that I don't remember all the details, but I know at the end, Sonny did cheat on Carly with Nina, and Carly did sit there and ask for space. But because Sonny's Sonny, he wants what he wants when he wants it. He didn't get it, and he jumped right onto Nina. Like Carly didn't mean anything to him, but we're blaming Carly for that. Sam says only wise days so far. So what do you think of days? What do you think of Days of Our Lives so far? Harry said she couldn't help falling for Nina. He had no memory when Carly found out that detail in the courtroom from Willow. She stormed out on Sonny because she still wanted Jason. Says I know that Ice Princess Victoria is going to find comfort in Billy once she knows that Nate is using her. That would be interesting because I wasn't around when Billy was with Victoria. Sarah says, but GH is my least favorite. I'm definitely thinking about canceling it. Wow. Okay. Like I said, what do you think of days so far? Harry says, but Jason was dead. She wanted to be extra. Freddie says, why the hell would Carly would want to stay in a toxic relationship with Sonny after she caught him in bed with Nina? After Carly saw that, she got her answer, so she had the right to file for divorce, and I agree with that. Okay. Now, Jess, I think this is for you. I'm asking you if you had a husband and kids and lost your memory, fell for another guy, and got your memories back, and you tried your best to stay with your husband, but he's acting like how Carly was acting. How would you feel? Prashanta's however, Jason and Carly told Sonny the truth. He didn't. That's true. Carly's gonna go back to Jason. Yes, that question is for you. Sammy says Days is on the top of my list of must watch TV. Okay, yeah, no, it's been pretty good so far. It's been pretty good so far. They had their slow days, but for the most part, that's what when somebody asked me that question, what soap do I like more? I said GH, and I still do like GH overall. There are times where Days will kill it. Let's see. All right, we got 19 likes, I guess. We got 19 likes. Wait, okay. Lashanta said Carly caught Sonny in bed with plenty of women. She tried, she's tired, they're too old. Like I said, caught him in bed with somebody else, but somehow Carly is to blame for that. That's, again, to me, that's just wild. Just how would I feel? I would want to make it work with my man and give him time and space he wanted. Perry says he didn't need to tell her anything if he wasn't comfortable with it. He had memory loss. Carly should have been understanding. Jess says she was understanding though, Carrie. She only asked for space. Duane says I hope Valentine doesn't turn bad, but it doesn't look good. It also looks wild though, too. Like now they're trying to pin her on Valentine. What's good, Jonathan? I'm done. Samuel says GH is just not well balanced, so and it's annoying. I think I hate majority of the characters on that show. Wow, okay. Really? You don't know, I remember watching that movie so long ago too. Harry says space for what he needs his wife, but she needs her time. That's his wife. That's the thing. That's his wife, not his property. That's his wife. He needs his wife. Okay, and she needs her space, and Carly is not his property. Just as if I tell my man I have feelings for another man, then I'm picking the other man because why would I even tell him? Time for what? Whatever time she needs to sit there and try to work through it. Again, that's his wife, not his property. Carly's a wife, not a possession. Just yikes, if someone cheats on y'all, I hope you are that understanding. So Jonathan, I got a question to ask you. Got a question to ask you, Jonathan. All right. So there's this show way back when. I think it was maybe in the late 90s, early 2000s. This show was something about this kid that was in a coma. But while he was in a coma, it was like he was in another world. And this world was like some sort of place where like the kids ruled the world. Like there was really no adults and stuff like that. And granted, this is all happening in his mind, but it was like it was another world, except for like the kids were ruling it. I don't know exactly how else to describe it. Her says she's wrong and selfish. I'm not saying she needs to put out. I'm saying to be clear, I'm talking about her before her sleeping with Nina. He's sleeping with Nina not after. Just says I guess it's acceptable when someone is depressed or has some mental capacity. It would no, it was live action. It was live action. It's like something happened when a kid did something. He got into some sort of accident and he was in a coma. But while he was in a coma, it was like he was in this other world. Um, It was live. It was live action. I just remember that part because when I used to sit there and babysit someone, he used to love watching the show. Interesting. Do you remember what channel it was on? I don't remember what channel it was on. I just remember uh I just remember it was some sort of world where it's like there wasn't really any adults and it was just like the kids were just ruling stuff. Even though like in reality he was in a coma. Lashanta says, look after Morgan died. Carly asked for space. He didn't give it to her. He said it was over. She slept with Jax. On the rebound, Sonny had Jax deported. That's why Josh feels some kind of way. Right Quick says, are you ready to hmm. I'll actually tell you, I'll be honest, Right Quick. I gotta sit there and learn how to make a I was kind of I'm not gonna lie, Spider Quick. I was kind of 50-50 on it. Because part of me wants to sit there and be like, you know what, maybe I should sit there and decline this challenge. Um, to have a cook off. Especially when I've never actually cooked a hamburger before. So I may have to sit there and respond per spawn on that. Or per spawn? I don't feel like I'm saying it right. But I need to know how to actually cook it first. Yeah, I don't know why. Now, some people that still love Sarah and Xana together. I didn't know hot dogs are hamburgers. I'm pretty sure I said hamburgers. Harry says that is really sad. You never even cooked a hamburger. Not really. I'm not a ham. I'm not. Here's the truth of the matter is, Kyrie, I'm not a hamburger person. So I never really cooked a hamburger. Oh, okay, yeah, no, my bad. I meant hamburgers. Harry says, "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?" But yeah, since I never actually cooked a hamburger, I would actually have to figure out how to cook it. But he says, look, we all know it wasn't Sonny's fault of what happened to him and Nixon's fault. But when, after he got his memories back, when Carly said point blank, I need time and space, Sonny refused. Yeah. I'm not, yeah, exactly, Carrie. So I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, I forgot because at one point he did. I forgot. Here's the thing: that storyline was so long ago. I totally forgot. He did actually get his memories back. So I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, LaShonda Taylor's. You know, honestly, tell you the truth, I was wondering how Taylor's going to respond to that. Just so you're not a hamburger fan, what do you eat, bro? Hmm, I don't know. Whatever's microwavable, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge cook. I'm not a huge cooking person. Hmm. Johnson says, I never seen or heard of this show, but found what you're talking about. The Odyssey. Yeah, let me look that up. But Craig says, I don't eat anything. I don't eat any of that stuff. I'm really picky. That's right. That's right, Kyrie. And I will admit it. Just says, I hate ramen. I don't know how you eat that every day, but I love, well, well, what? Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it's called. Yeah, that's actually really odd. Yeah, that's, wow, spot on, both of you. That is very spot on. Spike Quick says, "Oh, I eat unhealthy stuff, but I'm somehow 101 pounds." Yep, I eat a lot of unhealthy stuff. I do. Freddie says because Sonny being Sonny, he rushed to jump into bed with another woman. So Carly had enough, and that's why she couldn't take it anymore. So she had her right to file for divorce, and I agree with that. Just as I believe Ho is a Thai dish prepared differently. Samuel says, I'm watching 1995 Year of World, Another World, and I'm so mad that this show got canceled. It was really good. So it's probably my second favorite of all time. What's your first one? Why is this taking? Carrie says, I want to see Christina make trouble for Jocelyn. Johnson says he used to air on the Sci-Fi Channel. Here's the thing. I had a feeling it was, but I wasn't too sure though. I had a feeling it was. It's not full. It's pronounced far. Samuel says you don't know how to cook, Albert. Um, somewhat, somewhat. Autumn says, "Hey, Albert, you're right. If I was Finn, honestly, I would stop chasing Steffi. Because let's be honest, Steffi is torn between Liam and Finn. I do still think Finn is wrong with Sheila. She's not going. Have a good night, Kyrie. Thank you for joining. It's good to see you again. Johnson says I was wrong about the mystery boss. Yep, yep. Now it's a man. To be fair, somebody was snitching. A couple people were snitching saying that it was a woman. Um, which I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the part about the woman. That was the thing that was like kind of weird. Darby says, wait 10 years, Quake, the metabolism of yours will slow down. So cut it out with the bad diet. Take this advice from a fat old boomer. And put boomers in all caps. Put boomer in all caps. Arnold says, so who do you think? And I think it's Alex. I think it's Alex. I think it was Alex. Oh, Samuel said the Gun Reckless is my all-time favorite. Wow. Yeah, I can. There's times I actually will like to watch it though too. Just said Nathaniel told us it was a woman, and Mason also referred to her as Boss Lady. Wow. So maybe they did actually rewrite it then. It also says even the official show website said it was a woman. Okay, so yeah, so it was a rewrite. That's the thing, Spider-Quake. I actually have a fast metabolism also, so it's hard to actually gain weight because I had that in high school. Although I do think it's probably going to start to slow down. So maybe maybe Darby's right about what Santa said, Albert, why you don't remember that. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know why I don't remember that. But I don't know. Could be a couple of reasons. Sometimes you sit there watching all four soap operas. Something's gonna get lost in translation. When you watch all four soap operas, at least for me, something's gonna get lost in translation. If that's the case, it could still be fake. Johnson says if the boss is a man, then I'll say Alcazar. I would want it to be Alcazar. Like Quick says, everyone's body is different. Minds could slow down. It may not. Johnson says if Debbie says I'm a Thomas fan for his redemption, but not a fan for Thomas and Hope couple. I just it's one of those things where it's like I feel like Hope doesn't really know what she wants. Like she doesn't really know what she wants. And playing with somebody's emotions like Thomas who's been obsessed with her for a hot minute, it's just bad. Debbie says I'm 54, so take that advice with a grain of salt. Santa says they think we don't pay attention. Probably. Like I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure I probably forgot. That will definitely get lost in translation. Albert, are you excited for a new Unreal Beyond? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't. The sad thing is, I don't even remember the movie being that good. That's the thing. I don't even remember. Um, I don't even remember the movie being that good when I saw it. Um, I'll sit there and say this. I'm more excited for um the Twilight series, like the actual series. I'm more excited for that. Even though somehow I feel like they're gonna mess it up. I don't know how, but I feel like they're gonna mess it up. Is that Spikequake says, at least you work these people like Josh that don't know what work is. Yeah, that is true. I mean, hell, even Michael works. Robbie said they're doing a 13 Ghost TV show. When did that happen? Yeah, that's my whole thing. I find a lot of that stuff through I find a lot of that stuff through now. That movie was so long ago. It's like It wasn't a bad movie though. So quick says Michael ain't spoiled. Well, I mean, and he does work. I give him that. I give him that. I mean, spoiled. Lobby says wasn't Josh working at Kelly's. Spencer worked at Kelly's for like about maybe a month, and I'm still not giving him a pass. So I'm not gonna be sitting there giving Josh a pass because she decided to go to work for like one day. I'm not gonna lie, Darby. If that happened, that would be interesting. Spikewick says Michael has a terrible attitude, but he ain't spoiled. Hmm. Yeah, I honestly tell you, I gotta think about that one. I gotta think about that one. Spider-Quick says, honestly, James and George act like my cousins, always fighting. Also, Spider-Quick, you say you was in James' live stream on Sunday, right? Yesterday? I think you might have said that yesterday that you was in James' live stream earlier on Sunday, but I don't remember. That was a long day. First with Danny Bear, and then with pretty much then with DC. Okay, so yeah, but I never commented. Okay, so what'd you thought of the live stream? What'd you thought of his live stream? Debbie says Michael always had the ELQ job, always waiting for him or working for Drew. Michael has always been lucky with employ. It's not so much that he's lucky; it's just that he was born in the money. If we're gonna be honest, he was born in the money. Right Quick says he seems chill. Yeah, no, he's very chill. He's very chill. That's my guy right there. There's so many. There's so many. Sometimes I'll sit there and like if I'm off, I'll wake up and I'll sit there and think about how many soap commentary people that they have. There's people that I'm still learning about. There's one group of people that just do the CBS soaps. They just do YNR and B&B. I forgot the name of that group. Big Nate is in the chat. What's good, Nate? How were the soaps today? They were good. I didn't really talk about days. I didn't really talk about days, but I don't know. Brady's still an idiot. I don't really care that he lost custody. Darby says Michael has been blessed to the max. Yeah, by blessed mean blessed in the money. That's right, Darby. He was blessed in the money. And like you said, he always had a job waiting for him because, you know. But I will sit there and say this though. Michael has always been blessed in the money, but he's never once acted like Spencer. And I know people sit there and say, but but Spencer was born to be a prince. So he was still annoying. Other pull their hair, yell at each other. That sounds terrible. But to be fair, here's the thing that with James and Georgie. A new house is gonna fix everything. It's gonna solve all their behavioral problems. They're just gonna be good. They're not gonna be yelling and fighting anymore. Because apparently the best way to sit there and straighten out your kids is by buying a new house. Just as that's true, Michael was always pretty humble. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has, like I said, a terrible attitude, especially lately. But he's never came across as privileged, um, and bragged and pretty much just acted like Spencer. Really, I actually tell you, to be fair, Joss has never actually acted like that. Yeah, there's times where she wanted her way, but she's never acted like she was better than somebody because of her money and her status. That's why I said, as much as I haven't been liking Joss lately, when it comes towards being spoiled and just like a privileged prick, Spencer will always be at the top of that before Jocelyn. Freddie says, "Oh please, we only hear how Michael works at YLQ, but we saw him only one time in the office with Christina visiting him. Talk to him about her helping the LGBT unless he works more off screen." I imagine, but you know that's the thing. That's the thing, Freddie. That's like me just saying, how often do you see Sam with her kids? How often do you see Sam with her kids when you stop to think about it? Max move is coming out the X and Pearl trilogy. W says Spencer didn't have Jason and Sonny ready to put their foot in his blank like Michael did. Jess says, and I would say Michael's life was just as hard as Spencer's, maybe even harder. Yeah. Now, last day says, Jess, we finally agree. Do you like Hope and BNB? Rashanta says if they had their own room, they wouldn't fight. They wouldn't fight anymore. They wouldn't fight so more. They wouldn't fight so much. Freddie says Sam's kids are. I don't understand how getting a new house is going to somehow fix anything. Like, I mean, I get the crampness and stuff like that. I get that, but behavior problem is still going to be behavior problem. Georgie was going off on the mouth with Austin. Like, I don't think that a new house is going to actually do anything. Like Chris says, but trust me, Albert, you think George and James are bad. My cousins are 1,000 times worse. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I used to have family members who used to act like that. Um, there's a word for it, but I don't want to sit there and say what it is because I don't want to get canceled. Um, Flight Quick says they will fight. I got cousins that new house ain't fixing. Yeah, exactly. Well, according to some people, a house is going to just magically fix everything. It's going to just kids are just going to start acting. Reggie says next time we see Sam's kids, they'll be in common. Exactly the same way that the same way um that you don't see Michael work all the time in the office, the same way you don't sit there and see Sam be a mother. I do remember that somebody on Facebook was like, I want to see Sam be a mother, and I'm like, no one wants to see that. I heard that they're doing a Talk to Me Too movie. I don't remember if I actually saw the first one though. Just say yeah, we haven't seen Danny in a while. Well, well, you know, Danny will probably be in college next year. And he says, Doug and Julie wedding gift to Gabby and Stephanie made me laugh. What was it again, anyway? Like Quick said, Jake is around my age, so that's understandable. I think Jake should be like 9 or 10, 9 or in 10th grade. Yeah, it's actually really crazy, Spike Quake, because I feel like when you start watching soap operas, you start watching it almost around the same time I started watching. I started watching, well, my soaps in the 11th grade. Ariana says it's possible to be even more boring. Bobby says the kids like Georgie can tell whether people are good or bad, like Austin was. Georgie thought smelled like a bad guy. LOL. Yeah, I get that. I do, but still. Sasha says they've been showing Sam with Scout. Bobby says the kids like, oh, what is? They got his and her bulletproof vests. Mike Quick says I started watching GHH fully when I was like in fourth grade. I don't even. Well, I mean that's early as hell. Wow. My first storyline I watched. Wow, that is early as F. Fourth grade. Wow. Mel says I Lee gave Gabby and Shanna Clock. But Gabby said that, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that chick is annoying as hell. Gabby is so annoying. Gabby's so annoying, and I remember when I first used to start reviewing um days and I talked about how much I didn't like Gabby. People came from my neck like there was no tomorrow. I was like, Jesus Christ, people. Yeah, I saw that. But honestly, to tell you the truth, I just kind of scoffed it off because Gabby could just be annoying as hell. Freddie says Jason didn't need no kids. All he did was leave them to take care of Sonny and Carly's children 24/7, spawn their kids into. Yeah, I said the same thing. I said the same thing. If there was something that I had to sit there and say bad about Jason was that he was a terrible, god awful father. Like he really was. Oh, he was a god awful husband to Sam in their first year of marriage. Always putting Carly before your wife. Like really? Hmm. I think you know what? I think I'll save that for the members only. I had a situation like that. I had a situation that was very similar to that. It was very similar to Jason, Carly, and Sam. Very similar. But I will tell that story. I will tell a brief of that story um, in my members only. Every says I thought it's illegal to sell them to regular people. Like Craig says, I like episode one of J's like 2013, 2014 when I was 6 or 7 because I remember like Robin and I called her purple shirt girl and I remember Nina faking her wheelchair. 6 or 7th grade. Damn. That's so young. But you know, is see here's my whole thing. I feel like back in the day, back in at least the year 2000 was also a really well the 90s was definitely like a golden age of soap operas, but even like the year 2000 there was so many other soap operas. Like DC and Samuel was saying, they had passions, they had As the World Turns. I mean, granted, the stuff I'm not gonna lie, this the stuff that came on CBS, they had a certain because I could have swore I remember watching As the World Turns or was Guiding Light. And I just remember those shows being on CBS When I first started watching, they came across as very stuffy, like very. Like you could tell it was for an older generation. Thank you, dog. Yes, hit the like button. We're at like 28 people in the chat. Was good. Was good, Danny. And I have no idea what the likes are. So cool. Wow, these just 3 hours. Okay. If you would move your. Hey, cool. I guess we're gonna take our time with this one on my phone. 26 likes. 26 likes. So if you signed in, you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It really does help. What Quick says I saw the episode because my mom was watching it. That's usually how it is. That's usually how it is. It's like whatever your parents are watching, whatever your grandma, your mom's watching, that's what you're watching. That's how I find it strange that when Gabby pulled a gun on Lee, he didn't call the cops. Oh yeah, I mean he's not gonna call the cops on Gabby for some odd reason. The shots said Gabby's gonna get Rachel to tell the secret about Leo. Where'd you get that from? Thank you, Becky D. Also, Becky D is in the chat. I'm sorry if I didn't say hi to you when you first came in. Like Quick says, but the time I watched GH every day was 2017. Spike Quick, I feel like if you keep watching it from at that point to like when you're gonna be a very knowledgeable person when it comes towards soap operas. But you just watch General Hospital, right? You don't watch like the other soap operas and stuff. Which I'm gonna be honest, to get into those other soap operas is very difficult. Okay, you just got there. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I said what's up to you. Because I saw I was like, hold on, let me make sure. Danny says I have to tell you my channel is going YouTube took both my channels Saturday. Why? Did they actually have a reason? Did they even sit there and say why they took down the channels for? Just GH. Would you ever consider watching another soap opera? Would you ever consider watching another soap opera? Spiderquake. Yeah, that sucks. That's what I was like, yeah, that's what I was like, what happened? I would, okay. All right, chat. Yeah, I want to know what happened. What soap opera would you recommend Spiderquake to watch? And we can't use Days of Our Lives because I feel like he's not gonna get. I don't think he's gonna get Peacock. So what soap opera would you choose for him to sit there and watch? It got to start out good though. See, that's the problem, Spiderquake. Whenever you sit there and watch a new soap opera, it takes time. It takes time. It took me a week, maybe 2 weeks, give or take, to get into Days of Our Lives. Oh, you have Peacock. Oh, well then watch Days of Our Lives. Then there you go. I was then watch Days of Our Lives. I would recommend if I had to sit there and tell somebody to watch another soap, be Days of Our Lives. But to be fair, maybe it was easy for me to get into Days of Our Lives because I review it. But if you're just watching it, it's a little bit. Unless you have other people to talk to, then also that may help you kind of get into it. Freddie says Maxine needs to be controlled of the deception company. She's been the one holding it down all by herself with no help of Lucy, Brooklyn, Sasha, now being in Ferncliff and now dealing with her bad kids. Yeah, which is something she got to sit there and start doing. She got to start having a firm hand with that because that don't make no sense. And I get it. Same with mom, a 3, give or take. Even though Spinelli is in the picture, sort of, something got to change. She got to send those kids to therapy or something. Like with Sam, I got lucky. I saw it, and a good story. Like, yeah, it's that probably won't work. Yeah, no, I get it. Like I said, it was easier for me to get into. Like even with B&B, it was B&B is easy because it's only 15 something minutes. 15, 18 something minutes, give or take. But Sly Quick says that probably won't work. What therapy? When someone hitting kids and punishing them doesn't work. When someone is hitting their kids. Oh, um, yeah, I'm like therapy or something. And that's not necessarily true. Um, I know. My whole thing is like as far as when it comes to us hitting kids, I'm not inclined for that. I'm not inclined for that as far as the first move. You know, that you keep saying that might not work. What might not work? You mean the whole hitting kids? Sometimes it does. I don't advocate. I'm not advocating for that. I'm just saying in some situations you got to sit there and show a certain level of authority. Because some kids will sit there and test your patience. Say that much. Friday, I mean, Spider Quick says Brock TV is all with it. Baggett, the bell, fast, faster than the flash. Yeah, no, I get it. I don't know. Was a real tear. That's what. See, for me, Andrea, it's not a tearjerker for me. Most soap operas aren't a tearjerker for me. There's been very rare times, but that doesn't usually work for me. And with the whole Victor thing, I just look at it and I'm like, I'm choosing to celebrate his life and not really wallow in the sadness of his death. That's how I'm choosing to go about it. Or hitting their kids doesn't. Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's quite quick. There's different methods to that. That's what it seems like. There's that. There's therapy, and not to sit there and say that therapy is a one cure all sort of thing, but it's a tool like anything else. Freddie says, I knew Dante wouldn't have a problem with Maxie possibly moving into Lou's place. Well, yeah. Also, no one's living there, so it's like, why not? Then he said, just not sure why they did that and feel sad. Not going to make a video at this time. I don't know. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, I'm just saying it's kind of weird. Like they didn't tell you why. Because here's the thing: they'll usually tell you why. They usually tell you why. Um, that your channel got deleted. Like, did you upload anything like music and stuff like that? I'm trying to figure out. Like, you said you're not sure why. Like they'll tell you why. They won't just be like, "Oopsies, my bad. We just accidentally deleted it." There's a high chance. There's a low chance that they've done that, but there's usually a reason why. Um, it's true. Is that exactly, and that's another thing. That's another thing. There are better. That's what I was going to say. That's why I said for me, Becky D, I'm not inclined to doing the whole hitting a child. You know, getting out the bell, as Fox put it. You will catch a case of CPS. Yes. Yep. You are 100% right. You are 150% right about that. That's why I said therapy. I feel like sometimes people really do underestimate the value of therapy or the power of therapy. But no, Becky D, you're not playing. My day was long, Andrea, but mm, it was good. It was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. You know, sometimes I would sit there and say, I would sit there and take good. I would take good. Hmm. There are some things I have to sit there and omit from today, but for the most part, it was good. Really did not like waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll tell you that much. That was definitely not my favorite part of the day. Was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Becky says keeping those lines of communication open is critical with your kids. Yeah, I mean, in the case of like Georgie and James, they running around just being little baddies left and right. It also seemed like, I don't know, just the way that Maxie. I mean, it's just a crap situation out of the way, because I feel like most of the people, she need therapy. Her kids need therapy. What's good, Lisa? That's what I was sitting there and say. Her kids need therapy. Now, Spider Quake, you said Black Widow Endgame, Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, I did like Black Widow. What I didn't like in Black Widow was Taskmaster. That's what I did not like in Black Widow. Because if you read any of the comic books, Taskmaster and whatever version that they put on the screen, it's like they had a good chance of making a really cool villain, and they messed it up. That was disappointing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like the movie, but also, what's the name of the other chick though, Spider Quake? Not Black Widow, but what's the other one's name? Then you said, you two said, not fan of my movie took. Then you said, YouTube says not fan of my movie took it off my channels. Wait, did you? Okay, did you upload a movie or something like that? Like, did you upload like a movie or anything like that? Oh, Yelena, yes. Okay, yeah, I love that chick. I I love that chick, Spider Quake. Yeah, I was surprised it was a girl too, and I also was just like, this is pretty. You read the comic book, you'll understand. just how disappointed I was. Mel says, Albert, I know you want me to tell you when Cloverfield is coming out and other movies. Yeah. No, definitely keep me posted about the Cloverfield thing. Becky says, to be a law. There ought to be a law against playing Wick. I always thought Maxie didn't exactly have a good example to follow. Her mom was always going. That's true. That's true. And yeah, it is. Uh, then he said, no, just talking about old school actors. That's all. That's so odd, though. I mean, Danny, don't get me wrong. I remember when I did a review on this on B&B. I did a review on B&B, and they gave me a copyright strike for talking about it. For talking about it. And then I appealed it. I tried to appeal it. Nothing. And that was just me reviewing. But it's kind of odd that they just took your whole channel down. Freddie says, I think the only two characters we see was often the Sunnies. Yeah, that's very true. Like Craig says, I'm 50-50 on Marvel movies that come out. Darby says, Aja told on Adam, and now his daddy is mad at him. What is Adam going to do now? How this is rinse and repeat as usual for Adam. I hope Adam tortures Tucker and Audrey to split Victor the hell with him. Justin says I'm going to see the Blue Beetle movie this Friday. I forgot it comes out this. Hmm. Hmm. I think if I do see it, I think I'll see it on my birthday. If I do see it, I think I'll see it on my birthday. But my issue with that is, Jonathan. It's the same issue that I had when I saw Shazam 2, or when I go and see Aquaman 2. It's like, yeah, that's cool and everything like that, but it's like seeing the Flash. What's the point? I mean, I'm gonna do it because I might do it on my birthday, but just in reality, in retrospect, it's like you thinks if you know why Mason and the boss is harassing Austin now, they pay for Austin. Yeah, I mean, granted, they that was an old reveal now. Like they said it today, but like um yeah, that was kind of an old school reveal. It's getting poor reviews. But seriously, I mean, granted, to be fair, The Flash got poor reviews, and I actually kind of love that movie. So, but also, it's just like, what's the point? You know, it's like, yeah, I'll watch it, but it's not, it's not going to go anywhere. You reserved your tickets, okay? WC's DC movies ain't cut. See, all right, Double C. Let me ask you a question. Are you more of a you're so I'm assuming you're more of a um Marvel fan, right? Like a lot of the Marvel movies and stuff. I just and granted, I'm not just saying you, but I feel like a lot of people that watch a lot of Marvel movies, they find it very fun to. It's like everyone bags on DC movies. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. Let's just make fun of it because it's the end thing to do. Then he says, "Not sure what you're gonna do." Have a good night, Laura B. Thank you for joining. Maybe just stop making a video. Maybe just stop making videos. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, And that's the thing. You didn't even have the channel that long, and they just took it down. I don't. I mean, I know that YouTube can sometimes do some really shady-ish, right? But if you just made the channel, I don't understand how you talked about something and they didn't even like take the video down, give you a warning or anything like that. They just deleted both your channels. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I be dissing DC. It's just not good. Well, see, that's the thing, Spikequake. You have a reason for it, and that's your reason, right? But I do sit there and I look at it, and I'm like, sometimes people just want to bag on DC because everyone else does it, and it's like it's the fun and it's the in thing to do. You know, it's like it's like creators. If somebody don't like, let's sit there and say Dark Side Film, everyone's going to bag on them because it's just the fun thing to do. Eagle Fans Celebrate Twisted Metal was getting ripped before people saw it on Peacock. I'm a massive Twisted Metal fan. It was not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was good. See, that's a, yeah, well, see, Eagle Fang didn't see you're old school, so you know. Like I love the game. I never actually got a chance to watch the show. I don't know if I want to watch the show though. You know, I don't know if I have time, and I just like I haven't played video games for like maybe a month and a half. Johnson says I enjoy Marvel projects as well, but I'm actually more of a DC fan. I enjoy both. I don't like the way that Marvel was actually the way that DC's actually gone with some of that stuff because of the decisions that the asinine decisions that they make. Um, WC says when I said DC movies ain't cutting it, it is. I mean, people are not watching it. I watch some movies when they do DVDs. I mostly watch DC movies. Oh no, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Trust me. You can say that take Marvel movies, they just don't take themselves seriously, like a Batman movie where if you're serious, but I have not seen the new Marvel and DC's movie since 20. Oh wow, okay, you've been behind. Okay, okay. I don't know about Equalizer 3. I'm gonna be honest. Equalizer 2, I kind of just checked myself out. Like I feel like that movie was so unnecessary. Then he says for me, then he says for me, a DC fan and just trying to figure out what's gonna do. He finishes Sweet Tooth played by a voice actor that was on BoJack Horseman, and the person playing and the live action is okay. I mean, like here's but that's the thing of Spike Quick. Like that's your opinion, and you can believe that if you want. Um, I personally like the DC movies, so I'm gonna have a much different opinion than that, and that's fine. Double C says I saw the Batman movie. It was okay, but too long. Hmm. I don't know. I actually liked it. Surprisingly, actually did like it. Eagle Fan says Reeves wants to do a John Wick and Equalizer movie. What do you mean, like a combined movie, like a shared universe? And yeah, I guess so. In your opinion, um, we have to agree to disagree on that one. Now, that one message says, "Thank you for posting about CC Unit update. Nobody else has covered it. I was wondering for a long time what happened to that. Yeah, that one Mexican. Yeah, because here's the thing. I actually like CC Unit. I actually like CC Unit. He's one of the very few people that actually do sit there and respect. Oh, nice. Okay. He's one of the people. He's actually one of the few catchers that I do actually respect. We've actually talked off camera and stuff like that. He's cool. But I started to wonder myself what was going on with him. Also, that one Mexican, if you can actually share the video, that would actually help. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know what's going on with his channel. Johnson says, I think DC did better in the recent years with their TV shows than their movies. Yeah, I've heard about that, especially like the Arrowverse and everything. The way that they set it up. Why is this? God, share universe. Okay, that's interesting. Duan said, I don't know much about any comics besides the X-Men. But that's the great thing about the Marvel movies. It's like they make sure you know what you're watching, even if you've never heard of some of those characters. Hugh says the writer strike pretty much is going to put an end to Cobra Kai. Might have to change my name soon. Yeah, I mean it's putting a strain on a lot of different things. They're not supposed. Here's the thing. I heard that they're supposed to get together sometime in September between the writers and the companies. Darby says, I think the Blue Beetle movie is supposed to be the DC answer to the first Deadpool movie. It's going to be funny, but not that funny as Deadpool. Freddie says, writers, please wrap this SEC storyline up. Every time I see Sonny and Nina smiling at each other and kissing each other on screen, I just want to throw out revealed Nina's true colors already. Yeah, you and me both. Wow, they're actually doing a Mortal Kombat Part 2. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, no, do you know when they're doing another Godzilla movie? Or when that movie's supposed to come out? I'm very curious about when the next Godzilla movie's supposed to come out. So if you know, let me know. Duane says, I can't wait for Superman Legacy. See, I'm very torn about that. I'm very torn about that because it's like, I'm still not a fan of James Gunn just coming in and just pretty much firing everyone and just being like, all right, I'm going to sit there and do my own thing. Like, something about that just kind of pisses me off. But the guy does look like he could be Superman, so. But I'm not fully on board with this whole. Oh, I can't wait to sit there and see what James Gunn is going to do next. I'm like, bro, we're not getting Wonder Woman 3. We're not getting Man of Steel Part 2. And I don't know. I don't know. At first I wasn't, when I heard James Gunn was coming out with something, I was like, I wasn't even too sure if I wanted to see anything of his. But I don't know. And I was like, maybe I'll give it a chance. What else? Anyway, I think I'm going to sit there and end the stream right here. Gonna end the stream right here. Just because I do got to wake up early in the morning. Tomorrow's hell day. So you already know how that day is going to go. But I do want to thank everyone for joining now. This is actually a lot of fun. There's actually a lots, as my friend James always says, a lot of fun. But I do want to thank everyone for joining. I want everyone to have a great night. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next live stream. Now we do. So yes. Have a good have a good night, Andrea. Have a good night, Mel, Becky D, Duane, Jesse Jess, Goddess, Freddie, Darby, said Black Mom, Duan, Eagle Fang, Spiderquake, Daniel, Ariana, yes, Got to. That's the only way you can sit there and take it on. Got to get my 8 hours of sleep. No, says Albert. Yes, it will be called Godzilla X Khan, the new empire. Oh my God. March 15, 2024. Jeez. Well, that's a long time, but all right. Well, thank you, Mel. Right. Have a good night, Jess. Have a good night, Mel, Becky D, Andrea, Ariana, Darby, Duan. I feel like I'm missing so many people. Eagle Fang. And if I missed you, well, you know I love you. So have a great night, everyone. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow in the next live stream. Laters.